Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Grrlz Theater, where we are continuing our extra spooky adventure through horror shortland with our very mini movie marathon, because we don't do that full run feature film. Like, that's, you guys, I don't know how y'all do it. I'm envious of people who can do that. We keep it short, we keep it brief, we keep it because we're busy. We're busy ladies. Anyway, I'm losing my mind, so let's move forward. I hope you're playing along. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Please put me out of my mercy, out of my Mr.
Sure.
Mercy shot. What are we? What are we reviewing tonight?
So tonight we are going to be talking about The Cat with Hands from 2001. You can find this one on YouTube. So this particular short film was actually recommended to us by Andres Borghi, who is the director of Alexia, which was the first short film we reviewed in this series.
That's a good one.
He was very fond of this one. It got me curious to see what it was. So The Cat with Hands was written, directed, and animated by Robert Morgan, who is an award-winning animator who specializes in nightmarish stop motion. He's directed more than a dozen. He's directed more than a dozen short films, as well as a segment in the ABCs of Death 2 anthology, and he is currently in post-production on a feature-length horror film called Stop Motion, about a stop-motion animator struggling to control her demons after the loss of her overbearing mother. Which sounds pretty interesting.
Like, I need him and Phil Tippett to hook up. And
oh my gosh, that would be amazing and really, really disturbing.
Really. I was kind of like interested. Then you said her, and I was like, tell me more.
Right.
Now I'm extra interested in this story. All right. Let us. I dare you, Sarah. Synopsize this film.
As two men go to collect water from a well, the older man tells the story of a cat who steals body parts from people in an attempt to become more human.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what happens.
All right. Matilda, you love a surreal film. How did you do with The Cat with Hands?
So I loved this, of course. I'm glad that Sarah could tell us what happened, because I forgot immediately, because that was not the most important part to me. The most important part to me was the look of this film, which is wild, and the look of the ingestion of the victims as they're like being pulled.
So cool.
Creepy
which
horror.
Was so great. And so I have a lot of slides in my slideshow from this picture, and I have no idea what happened. And that's great. That's like a perfect 4 minutes for me. So
slides, you say?
Slides.
Nice job.
All right. How about you, Sarah? What did you think of The Cat with Hands?
Oh, I loved it. This is like the fourth or fifth time I've seen it. It's one of those, I see it and I go, that's really amazing. I really like that. And then it's just out of the brain and gets filled up with other stuff. Because like as soon as I clicked on it, I'm like, wait, I've seen this before. But yeah, I love it. The stop motion animation is great. I mean, the color palette, and it's beautiful. The lighting in it. I love the tale of it. I want to know, is this like some like old tale, like legend lore, or is this something he made up on his own, or something he took little bits from? But yeah, I thought the whole thing was really cool.
Yeah. How about you, Ariel? What did you think of The Cat with Hands? Wait, hold on. El gato con manos. Haha, Duolingo!
I freaking love this. It's short and perfect. It's so deeply strange, but in a way that I found beautiful and unnerving. The first time you see the cat with the human hands, it's bizarre and off-putting. And then what happens with like the cat stealing parts and then consuming them, I just thought it's wild and really cool. And I know, Sarah, you keep saying you're forgetting it, but I don't think I will ever forget this short film. It's so bizarre. I love the ending, because you get this, you know, when you realize that the younger man actually is the cat and he's consumed enough body parts that he's now essentially all human except for the tongue, right? So he steals the old guy's tongue. And when the old man's words come out of his mouth, like the sound of his voice, I found that deeply, deeply unsettling,
It
especially
was.
at the very end where he kind of sings that little poem folk song. Ugh, it creeped me out. But yeah, and the stop motion animation I always love, but I thought it was beautifully done here. It's really cool.
Yeah, I also really liked this as well. We all know that I have a lower ceiling for surrealism,
Right.
but in short film form, it's fantastic. Especially when you can involve a cat.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous. I was like, nothing better happened to this cat. I mean, I was team cat. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, the cat survives. We're all good.
But yeah, everything from, I mean, essentially from the minute it starts with the like sort of salty sea dog telling this, you know, young guy this story and thinking he has this like upper hand as he's telling it and kind of trying to spook this kid out, knowing where it ultimately ends up is really fun. And knowing that I didn't know it was going to go into stop motion. So there's some like early scenes where he's like lowering the bucket and you're getting like those ropes and stuff. And it's the sounds of those. It was reminding me of like a Phil Tippett or a Henry Selick or something. And so is that his name? Henry Selick? That is right. Right? Yes. No? I don't know. Whatever. It's been a long week, folks. And it's only Tuesday. Holy shit. I really felt like it was a whole week. Anyway, but yes, I enjoyed this very much. It's incredibly odd. The design of the cat is very cool. When the transformations take place, it is so deeply disturbing and uncanny. And yet at the same time, it gives you such a thrill and a jolt. Yeah, this one, I can see why it ends up on all the lists and why the director who recommended it to us likes it, because this thing, I'm amazed, like you, Ariel, that Sarah can forget it, because I feel like this has burrowed its way into my brain forevermore. Right? Like my life shall now be beforehand with a cat with hands and after. Like that is now the new timeline. It's like the BC in my life. All right. Well, what is the first? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, the thing with it is that, like, even now, like, I watched it earlier today. Even now, I'm trying to pull scenes from it, and I can see a few scenes from it, like the cat with hands, but then it flashes to the cat, the dog in Reanimator, Brighter Reanimator. And then,
your brain is fascinating.
And then like, I'll pull up what I think is another image, and then I'm like, no, wait, I'm pretty sure that's the Sober video by Tool. And then, like, so, yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. So, Ariel, or no, I'm sorry, Matilda, what is the film that we are going to be watching post, like my middle of my life, now post
the
Cat
next
with
one?
Hands? Yeah.
Well, assuming that today's director does not remake Cats the musical, which I would like to put in a strong request for.
That'd be wild.
Tomorrow we will be reviewing The Other Side of the Box from 2018, which you can find on YouTube. And we hope you are playing along with us. We hope you'll be back here tomorrow, and please leave your comments in the comments down below. It's late, y'all. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to everybody for listening, and thank you to my co-hosts. Our theme music for this episode is Apprehensive at Best by BizBaz Studio.